Okay, so this student asked, he says, I'm terrible at algebra. When am I going to use this in my everyday life? My initial reaction is if you believe you're terrible at algebra, you won't use it in your everyday life. And that's a shame because I think we learn to do math because it gives us a tool set so we can solve problems in life. And there are a lot of problems that we can solve with math. But if we tell ourselves that we aren't good at math, we can't solve problems using those tools, we won't. So, for example, if you have measuring cups and you're baking something, it's similar to algebra, there are fractions, there's math involved with that. If you're doubling the recipe, if you're working in finance, accounting, almost every job has a place where you can apply math. However, if a person tells themselves that their core identity is they aren't good at math, they won't use those tools, and those won't be a part of their toolbox of skills. So I think the first problem is having the core identity that I'm terrible at algebra. I think maybe you've approached algebra in a way that hasn't clicked, or you haven't had the best experience with teachers in the past, in their way of teaching doesn't connect with your way of thinking. But I think everyone can think and use numbers to benefit them in everyday life. Everyone counts, everyone has some level of usage of numbers, and there's so much power when you can multiply things and divide things and do these operations where you would never know you have these tools in your toolbox if you don't learn math. So we don't learn math because in the real world we're going to have uh, algebra problem and we're going to have to find x. We do math so we know that we can find x if we need to.